Hey, what's up, Game Skulls? Welcome back to the $1 Billion Grind. It is Monday, April 25th, and give me a moment here to get a few things set up. What do we got here? All right, I just like to monitor the stream on my phone in case things are going loopy with it, but maybe I don't see that in my own software here. So I have seen that happen before. The camera is on, so my nose is itching as always as soon as that camera comes on. I don't know what it is with that, but let's get started because we don't have a lot of time. I do have to work tonight, and I want to get going on this money grind. We're going to start off with the lucky wheel spin here, which if I can find the right spot to stand, I guess you got to kind of stand over to the side. There we go. Maybe that's my problem. I always try to walk right up to the middle of it, and then I can't, like, get the trigger to push it. So, let's see. Come on. Mystery prize. Mystery prize. Mystery prize. I do not want the podium vehicle. Whoa, I kind of messed that up with my thumb. Gave it a good spin, though. Let's see. Come on, mystery prize. You can do it. No. No, we're not anywhere near it. So, 5,000 RP. Well, not bad. Not bad. It's a few missions, I guess. Try to get by this lady serving drinks here. Actually, you know what? I don't need to go anywhere. I'm gonna jump right in with a Cayo, and let's just jump sessions because I've got my spawn point set in my Kasaka already. So we will find new session and start. Oh, so is everybody ready for the week? I know I am. Got a big week coming up. Got my kid coming home from college. There's going to be lots of changes around the house now. It's been since last summer. It's interesting when you get to be an old man like me. You kind of get used to the kids, like, you know, being away at college and stuff, and they come back and you're kind of like, oh, okay, well, we got to adjust here. We have to deal with the fact. Don't get me wrong. I mean, love the kids, love to have them home. In fact, I can't wait. But it is always an adjustment when somebody comes into the house that hasn't been around for the last better part of a year. So looking forward to that. Took a day off of work actually to do all the move out stuff because that's always fun. And boy, in gaming news, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I guess Xbox has just had its biggest March in like 11 or 12 years or something like that. They I want to say maybe it outsold. Well, I mean, outselling Xbox One really wasn't much of an achievement, was it? Xbox One, man, they shot themselves in the foot. Isn't that a weird thing, too? Coming out of that generation before, you look at like PS3 and Xbox 360. And for, I want to say most of that generation, I've heard that Xbox 360 outsold the PS3 quite a bit. But near the end, PS3 sales really came really came on strong, and at the end of the generation they pretty much evened out as far as number of units sold at the end of the generation. And then heading into the next one with Xbox One and PS4, Microsoft just they kind of shot themselves in the foot with their whole E3 thing and about sharing games and let's face it, man, Sony just absolutely mic dropped them with their this is how you share a game on PS4. And the guy just walked up and handed his friend the disc. Because Microsoft was trying to push all this DRM stuff, all these limitations. You can't game unless you're online and all that. Now, funny enough, that's like pretty much true for a lot of games now on both consoles. You pretty much have to be online a lot of times. So it kind of came to pass anyway. But when they were pushing it, it was what, early 2013? The world wasn't ready for that at that point. They weren't ready to hear that. And it seemed like a really limiting thing. So anyways, well, let's get to it here, man. I got to register for my CEO so I can run Cayo. Jump in here. I've got the finale ready. We're just going to go. Of course, I'll probably try to get some setups done before we end also. Start this. But it is good to see that that they're having good sales and that the platform is taking off this generation again. They're recovering from the missteps of yesterday, I guess I would say. Me, I like both consoles. I will eventually get a PS5. Well, one, when there's a game that's exclusively on there that I really want to play, that's kind of more important. You know, that's kind of the most important factor. Right now, there is no game on PS5 that I want to play that I can't play on PS4. So, not much reason, you know what I mean? So, anyways, also they're hard to get. They are, but I'm sure I'll eventually end up getting one as well. Then I'll probably have to buy GTA again for the 6th time. All right, so, but at least GTA nowadays has faster loading screens and seamless character switching. So that's what I always wanted in a game. These were the things that I was concerned about. Not really, actually. Oh, hey, we got a rainy day in Cayo. You know, this doesn't always go so well for me. It really doesn't. It's it seems to mess me up as much as anything else. We'll see what happens here. We've got a cocoa and a couple brownie mixes, and I forgot to turn off my large radar. But, you know, these days, actually, I'm usually doing it after I snipe this first guy anyway. That's just kind of like when I do it. So it doesn't really matter. I'll take care of that in a second. I just want to make sure I don't run aground. That's the worst part. And this boat is going to be a million miles away when I come back, isn't it? I bet it is. We'll see. Okay. The Jeep just went by. I got to take this guy out. Got him. And I'll take this opportunity to shrink down my expanded radar. And that'll let those Jeeps go by and stuff too before I... Okay. So there is a brownie mix there. So, you know, I'm going to have to go across anyway because I need 2 of them. So I'm just going to skip it, and then I can more efficiently take out this guy here. Although I need an AP pistol if I'm going to do that. I don't like trying to take them out bare hands. You can never take them out fast enough that way. That guy going to head in or what? There he is. Okay. Here we go. Got him. I was afraid for a minute I was going to knock him over there. That was, that was pretty close. Let's get this cocoa out of here. Come on, man. Mach, get in there. Grab, 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 grab. Move your hands, sir. There we go. All right. Boy, I had a lot of fun on Friday night stream this past weekend. I'm looking forward to doing that again. I think Friday nights I'm going to try to really make sure I keep myself available for streaming, because it's the perfect night for everyone, like around my house, and perfect night for me, and it just works. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, and I don't have work that night, so it's not going to interfere with anything else. I'm free to spend as much time as I like doing it. And boy, we did stream a long time, man. It was like okay, wait, I think he's coming, isn't he? Where is this guy? Oh, here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Got to take him out. All right. Hello. All right. A little bit of trouble getting my targeting there because I suck. All right. Yeah. So we ended up streaming for like 7 hours. That was a lot of fun, man. I really had a good time. And we got a lot done. As a matter of fact, I did a little more grinding. We did end up going past 115 million, which was pretty impressive. It was like an $8 million grind. I guess it's not impressive when you think we spent 7 hours doing it, but it's not like it was like 100% grind fest. It's not like I was sitting there all focused and banging out, you know, speed running every Cayo, or, you know, that's not the way it was. It was just like the description says down below. You know, it's a relaxed, chill stream. I'm not speed running. I'm just chilling out and running, you know, some of the most profitable activities in the game at a relaxed pace. It's not meant to be a race. Now tonight, like I said, I do have to work in a couple hours. I've got to wrap up here at around 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I do need to get some stuff done here But the point is you know, we ended up being over 115 million. But now, if you move your eyes up to the upper right of the screen, we are now at 126 million. I did some grinding. Yes, I did on Saturday and Sunday. Just some solo, not streaming, just chilling and grinding. And I got some stuff done. Mostly, excuse me. On the days that I'm not streaming, I will usually be a little more focused on those security agency missions because I'm trying to get those up to 200, or actually 201, so that my agency safe will start producing the $20,000 every 48 minutes. And I also do some stuff like nightclub promotion and stuff like that because that nightclub safe is doing well too. So it's not really exactly the same thing. It's certainly not as targeted as this. Let's put it that way. And let's get in here. See how many tries it takes me to get these bars. I can't seem to get the accuracy. I don't know what the deal is. My old thumbs just cannot handle it. Let's get in here. All right, come on now, Mach. Steady. Hey, look at that. I'm getting the timing down on this. I'm actually moving it the right way. I will say this is 1,000 times easier with a mouse than it is with a console. I will say that. You just move the mouse. It's basically like point and click in a computer. Same thing. You know, with the thumbsticks, it's got that little bit of acceleration in there. So, all right, here we go. It's a rainy day in Cayo. I got mixed feelings about that. I'm not sure. I know it's supposed to make it like harder for them to detect you, but I seem to like have more problem with it myself a little bit. I know it has messed me up a few times. So, all right. Gonna go with the AP pistol and my wide out view. Got to get up here. Come on. These cutscenes, man. I wish we could skip these after you've seen them 100 times. Like, you get the special bonus option of being able to skip these cutscenes, having to sit through them. All right, so we're watching the Juggernaut over there on the right on the radar. I need him to turn. He has turned. Now I can rush around this corner and take out this dude with impunity. All right. Now this guy, I need him to finish his turn around the corner. Got him. And we got the gate key. Good deal. I'm going to take out the camera. Whoops, I missed. There it is. Yes, I missed the target that was sitting perfectly still. All right, got him. This guy, I'm not always sure I want to take him. All right, I did. He was standing perfectly still. There wasn't any real danger in that one. This guy, I'm going to come around the corner, pop him before he can really react, and head upstairs to pop this last guy, get the money out of the safe, get back down, jump down before the Juggernaut. Come on. Move, Mach, move. Here we go. This guy's got to come around. He stepped down a little faster than I planned on there. Okay. In we go. I get the money. So we're at 422. That's a nice take. How much is in the safe? From 420 to 5, almost 100 grand. Okay, that was a nice take. Too bad, I think. Well, no, this is bearer bonds, actually. This is a bearer bond target. So, okay, we got to beat the Juggernaut. He's coming. Actually, he's not even turning yet. So we are way ahead of the Juggernaut. Oh, this is nice. Guys, we are in good shape for time here. We got full loot bags. We got 520 grand. The only thing that could have made this better for secondary targets, well, wait, I got to focus on fingerprints here, would be if it were all Coco. That would have made it better. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Well, that one's done. And then 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And hey, that one's done too. All right. Flew through those. Less than 30 seconds for the two of them. That's good. They should take about 15 seconds each, roughly, although I've seen people Yorick doing it much faster than me. I told Yorick he will always be named in my streams, and so far that is absolutely true. Okay, wait, we got to focus on the combo here. They're going to text it to us. 977.95. 977.95. 977.95. 77. Come on, 77.95. All right, good. I've never actually messed up the combination before. I don't know what happens if you do. Does it trigger the alarm immediately, or do you like get another try? I have no idea. I've never messed it up. Don't want to find out, to be honest with you. I would hate to have to restart the whole thing just for that. Okay, well, we gotta wait. Yeah, we're so far ahead that we actually have to wait for the Juggernaut to finish his turn here, because if I go climbing up there when he's coming around, he's gonna see me. And, okay, he's done. He's done with his thing. Oops, and I went too far. Hop up. There we go. All right, we will head out here. Pop this guy, grab the motorcycle, and jump out into the sea. And we are done with Cayo. And what were we at? 126 million? So this is going to put us to like 127 and some. We got bearer bonds. We've got, well, let's see what the final take is here in a minute. I know we're going to get the elite challenge at this point. There's no way we mess that up. And well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's actually finish the heist first. All right. I say I can't mess up, but believe it or not, I've screwed up on that guy right there before. I don't even want to talk about it. It was a fail. It was a big fail on my part one time. I should have recorded it and released it as a short, because it was just one of those moments that if you see it, you're like, oh man, that sucks. Went to shoot him and missed. And then I kept trying to shoot him. He kept dodging and I kept missing. And then he ended up actually killing me, believe it or not. That was not good. Oops. I don't want first person. I'm one of those people that cannot play in first person. That's why, as much as I think that Halo looks like a cool game, I can't do the first person thing, man. And they don't give you this third person view, which I prefer when I'm doing stuff. Which is why I typically like Forza Horizon, because it is all third person for the racing and stuff, and everything looks really cool. But unfortunately, Forza Horizon 5 isn't doing it for me the way 4 did. It's just, I don't know, man. Something about that game. It's like, I think the location. I think it's a beautiful map, but it's a boring map. I think that would sum it up right there. It's beautiful, but just kind of boring. It doesn't grab me. I like the setting over in the UK a little bit better, even though I hate driving on the left side of the road. I can't deal with that. That messes me up. Anyways, kind of a bummer. I was really looking forward to Forza Horizon 5. I was really had high hopes for it, and then it came out and I played it, and after a while I was just like, it is what it is though. So anyways, final take here, 1.6 million, not bad, because I think we're at 126.3. So we're just about to 128 now, I think. I'll see when I get out here back into free mode. I still got bunker and nightclub sales to do too. So, all right, come on now. Faster loading screens, expanded and enhanced. Thank you, Rockstar. Boy, I'll tell you. Oh, my safes are full too. Yeah, I got to get the money out of the safes. I actually forgot about that. We'll get that actually. I'm going to do the bunker sale first, and then I'll do this. Then I'll go grab the safes, and then I'll do the nightclub sale. So 1.6 million. That is a good take for a solo heist. I know I did all the setups obviously yesterday, so I didn't do them on the stream, but the whole thing, including the setups, took less than an hour to do, which it takes. Usually, unless you really mess up hard, it doesn't go much over an hour. So let's call for our oppressor. Do I got the right view that I want? I would like my expanded radar again now that I'm out of there. Put that back on. Okay. here we go. Speaking of Rockstar and they're expanded and enhanced and everything, so I know I've said a bunch of times, you know, I am really happy with the graphics of this new version, but a part of me feels like this is what the game should have been looking like on the last generation anyway. Like, things, it's not that things look different. It's not that things, you know, like have any real higher resolution. For me, what they did was they fixed something with the motion. On the PS4 and on the Xbox One versions of this game, if you're driving quickly along a road and you see stuff off in the distance, there's like this shimmering, jaggedy mess out in the mountains. And it's not even that you can't see them, it's that it's just kind of like hard on the eyes. As a matter of fact, you know, every few weeks, at least once a month, I get together with my buddies, the Unprofessionals. We fail heists together, and we do that in Xbox One version of the game. And after playing this version of the game and then going back to the Xbox One version of the game, dude, Xbox One version of the game literally hurts my eyes when I first look at it. It takes me like a half hour to get used to it again, just because it's like, wow, this is so bad compared to this one. And, you know, that's just I feel like the way it looks right now with this smoothness or whatever, I feel like this should have been the way the last version of the game looked. It should have been like this already. So it's kind of sad that this had to be an update this late in the game to get it to look like this. Hey, we got the Marshall off-roads. I hate these things. Where is the drop-off? Oh, it's not local. Okay, Agent, I know what I'm doing. Well, let's see, look at the map and see where these drops are. Oh, actually, they are pretty close. Pretty close. I guess I'll go for that one first. Okay, yeah, I know where I'm going. I hate doing this at night, though, a little bit. My old eyes can't see. Plus, when you're streaming, you got these bright lights on you on each side. And when you have a night scene like this, it's actually kind of hard to see on the monitor. I mean, I need to maybe up the brightness settings on my monitor or something for night scenes. I hope it's not too dark in the stream, actually. You know, I should go back and watch it sometime. No one's ever said anything, so I assume it's okay. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, I hope the stream video is okay for that. We shall see. So we're heading over to, to the middle range here. Sometimes it's quicker, even though this car does not do well on the road. Sometimes it's quicker to just follow the winding road rather than trying to go right over the hills and stuff. I know this is like a major off-road vehicle, but to be honest with you, it doesn't handle off-road. It's much like the dune buggies, which are also supposed to be off-road vehicles. Oh man, please do not throw me into somebody's yard and get me stuck. You're kidding me, right? Well, hopefully these big old tires can get over it. We'll see in a minute. I think I can get out of here. I don't think that's too high for me. Oh my goodness, we're stuck on these grapevine things. Come on, get out. I do have the up and atom gun if it gets stuck too bad, but all right, good. For a second there, I was like, uh-oh. Although I think I think the up and atom gun could have gotten it out of that, even if it wasn't able to make it over that fence. So yeah, but like the dune buggies, you know, this is an off-road vehicle that is just really, really terrible at off-roading. And of course, you know, Rockstar keeping with their MO of making you do like business deliveries in the most god-awful, horrible vehicle ever. You know, I'm being very careful in Cayo these days because we do have the punishment clause active. If I mess up my Cayo main heist, I have to go to free mode and sell MC businesses, at least one. So, and when I say go to free mode, I mean open up my firewall rules and let other people in the session with me so I'm not solo grinding. And that's always fun trying to do MC businesses. Nothing like a Mark II oppressor versus a post-op truck, you know. It's such a fair contest. Rockstar, man. And actually, getting back to Rockstar, so looking at things they've been releasing lately. So let's look at all the products that Rockstar has released, like in the last year or so. Wow, I'm taking some hits from these guys. This thing is bouncing like crazy, man. So last year they released the definitive edition of the GTA trilogy, GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. Okay, now those are classic games. A lot of people liked them, but I think the general consensus is that that was an absolutely unmitigated disaster, that release. I mean, it looked horrible. Wow. It had a lot of problems. Usually if you get like a remaster of a game on a new generation console, you expect them to redo it in a way that it looks way better. And to me, man, that didn't look good at all. And as a matter of fact, for GTA, I never played San Andreas. That was the one game, and yes, I do know that of the three, that was the biggest one. I know, but I just wasn't into the consoles and the games right at that point when it was coming out. I had kind of fallen out of it. I did play GTA 3, and I did play Vice City, and I really enjoyed those games, especially Vice City. I thought was a lot of fun. I got to be honest. I would rather dig out my original Xbox and play Vice City than play this remastered thing that they released. It would feel more authentic to me. It would feel more fun. I feel like they just didn't do a good job. So anyways, I think most people will agree the definitive edition re-release of those games was not an overwhelmingly positive thing. So that's the one product they released. And then they released the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5 for the new generation. Now this, as I said already, did have a significant graphical improvement. Improvements that, should have already been in the game, but an improvement nonetheless. So we'll just forget for a minute that they released the last version of this game on what was, not a terribly great version. But okay, so their first product was a remaster of 3 old games. Their next product was a remaster of this game. And now their next product that they just released was GTA Plus, was yet again just another like edition version of this game. So it's like no new IPs, like all remakes, remasters, additions, whatever. Like everything they've released now for the last several years has just been rehash stuff. Nothing new. Actually kind of scares me. I know they released a big statement last month with they're hard at work at the next installment in the series, and we're all assuming that next installment is GTA 6. And okay, and it seems like a pretty fair assumption. Oh, you know what? I need to get my safes, and I know I should grab this one, but I'm gonna go get the other ones first. I totally forgot about the safes while I'm babbling here. So anyways, I know they said they were hard at work on the next installment of the game, but they never did name it GTA 6, did they? And we've all noticed that too. Like they didn't say they're working on GTA 6. They said they're working on the next installment in the series. Here's a horrible thought for you guys that just occurred to me like earlier today. What if the next installment in the GTA series that they're talking about is just remastered GTA 4? What if they're going to do another trilogy? GTA 4, Lost in the Damned, Ballad of Gay Tony, for the new generation version. They're just going to remaster that again, and that's the next installment in the series. What if that turns out to be? I mean, I know, man. I really hope that's not the case. I hope that's not what they're doing. I really, really hope it is, in fact, GTA 6 that they are working on. But you don't know, do you? And given their recent history and their recent penchant, or whatever, however you say that, penchant, whatever, the way they recently seem to enjoy rehashing all their old stuff, well, maybe that's where we're at with these guys. Maybe that's what we get. I don't know. I don't know, man. I hope not. I hope it's GTA 6. But they didn't say it, did they? And lately, they've shown themselves to be very interested in just rehashing all their old properties. So, I feel like we should be on high alert for that. And it would not. The sad thing is this: as much as I hope it is GTA 6, if they make an announcement, if they come out in the next year or so and say coming soon, and it's like, you know, what's his name from GTA 4, the main character? I can't believe I can't think of his name. My gosh, I spent so much time in that game. It's Roman. Let's go bowling. What's his damn name? Are you kidding me? I can't think of the main character. Well, my bad. Anyways, yeah. For some reason, now that's gonna drive me crazy. See, this is what we call, kids. Those of you who are too young to know what these are, this is what we call a senior moment. When there's a piece of information that's very common to you that you know, and in your head you can almost hear, but you just can't bring it out. It's called a senior moment. You just can't remember certain things. But anyways, yeah, I'm getting old. But anyways, as much as I am expecting it to be GTA 6, as much as I'm thinking that's got to be what it is, the sad thing is that it would not surprise me if it turned out to be a GTA 4 trilogy re-release. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I'd be disappointed. Yeah, I'd be irritated. But would I be surprised? Would you? Would you be surprised if the next installment in the series turned out to be just a remaster of GTA 4, The Lost and the Damned, and The Ballad of Gay Tony? Would you be surprised? I wouldn't. Oh, Nico, by the way. There we go. There you go. Senior moment over with. Yeah, Nico. Much as I love Nico, as much as I love playing GTA 4, I would really much rather have an actual new installment in the series and not just another rehash version of one of the older ones, which seems to be the only thing they're willing to give us lately. So anyways, we got a nightclub sale here. And I didn't even look and see what money we got from the bunker sale. I've done so many of those bunker sales that they're just pretty much on auto, you know what I mean? Fully automatic Monday. I wonder if anyone really caught what I'm referencing when I say that, fully automatic Monday. It's I'll give you a hint. It's an 80s song that I'm referencing and just putting a little bit of a GTA twist on it. But most people these days probably don't remember 80s pop songs, so it might be lost on them, but that's okay. It's a weak joke anyway. All right, and we are ready for another Cayo, so I can start doing the prep work there. I'm gonna jump in here. Looks like we could use a little bit of nightclub, but I'm gonna do my I'm before I do any nightclub reputation stuff. What do we got here? We got all three. Okay, good. Okay. Before I do any nightclub missions, like for reputation, I'm definitely going to get all my Cayo set up for the next day's grind. So, okay, we got a buyer for this stuff. Yeah, I know we do, Tony. Tony's phone messages are so like completely not. Oh, we get this is the one where we have to decode the location. It's basically Sightseer. So 22, 29, 49. Where are we? Where are you? I see it. There we go. I don't think anyone comes after you in this mission. It would kind of suck if it did, since you've got to go into the Sightseer app. But anyways, we'll see. I don't think so. I don't get this one very often. And pull through. Excuse me, sir. Sir, boy, the traffic is something, isn't it? All right. Oh. Passed it right up. Ah, really? I can't drive. And now this guy's going to walk right in my way. Well, I don't know, man. Dude, you saw a giant truck backing up in front of you, and you walked into it like I wasn't even there. So I kind of feel like that's on you, pal. All right. And boom, got it. Where's the next one? Oh, it's going to make me go up into the mountain. Where is this location? Let's see. Yeah, see, I'd rather just drive by Madrazos and stay on the level roads. I don't see any reason to try to take this thing up over the hills. I'll tell you, that's one thing, whenever possible. If you're driving a truck like this or the post-op vans or whatever, and you've got drops that are on the other side of the mountains, a lot of times, even though it's more direct to go up those mountain roads, you know, and go directly to the location, a lot of times it's actually quicker to go around, to stay on the flat main roads and go around the hills rather than cutting up through the mountain roads like that. It's just the way it is. These trucks are absolutely terrible on the hills. They bog down. They grind down to like 1 mile an hour. Even like this hill, like this is a pretty gentle slope. Look how much slower this truck is going now that I'm climbing this hill here. And that's not even a steep hill. That's a pretty gentle grade right there. But because this truck is sensitive to that, it goes real slow. So imagine trying to take this thing up those mountain roads. Thing goes 2 miles an hour. I don't like to do it. If I can avoid it, I will. Sometimes if you've got enemies chasing you, though, then these roads can be a little bit tougher because of NPCs and being so wide in the open. Whereas those mountain roads are a little more narrow, and since this thing has mines you can drop, it's easier to pop those guys on the mountain roads. So sometimes you will see me take a truck like this over the mountain, but there's always a reason for it if I'm doing it. Anyways, but for a situation like this where I can just, open up the throttle and drive free, it's probably quicker to go around than it is to go over, at least in my experience. I'm trying to think where the last location is. I hope it's not on the other side of Chiliad, because then I have to drive all the way around Chiliad too. But that is unfortunately a major MO of Rockstar missions, is to just make you tediously drive really long distances in really crappy vehicles. Or like the scope out mission for Cayo Perico. You have to fly that Velum pretty much all the way across the map, especially if it's up in Polito or whatever. I'm gonna back into the spot and drop it off because it's easier. Hold on a sec here. Hello, are you expecting a delivery? I am UPS. Actually, these days I'm an Amazon truck. See those things all over the place, man. Where I live, anyways. Matter of fact, there's a gas station on a major intersection not far from my house. Oops. Got it. Okay. And where is it at? Let me see. Nope. It's just on the other side of the lake. However, I will go around the lake in the other direction because I'm not a fan of going through those twisty roads and that bridge and stuff over on the west side of it. So I'm going to go around the east side more toward like Trevor's place. I'll just make the turn when I get up to the main road here. Anyways, in real life, in one of the major intersections by my house where there's a major gas station, every evening, late in the evening, like say around like maybe 5 or 6 p.m. local time, there'll be like a parade of Amazon trucks that pull in there and fuel up, and it's amazing to see. I mean, there are so many Amazon trucks driving around out here, and I know we get deliveries pretty frequently here at my house. I'll say not a week goes by that we don't have at least 2 deliveries from Amazon. I mean, every few days it seems like there's something. I know my mailbox is always full of, your shipment is on the way, your shipment has been delivered. It kind of crept up too. Like you go back like 5-6 years, and I feel like we didn't have like so much, but we're doing more and more of our purchasing on Amazon. It seems like it's just more convenient for some reason. Well, for some reason, because you don't have to go out and get it. Just order it and it comes to you. But it has really become a big thing in our house, and it clearly has like around the area too, because like I said, I see these trucks everywhere. They're in my neighborhood multiple times a day, and like I said, every evening a whole parade of them goes through that gas station and refuels. Which I'm curious how long they're going to be able to keep this up with gas prices being what they are, the fuel prices being so high. I'm really kind of shocked that I haven't seen like delivery fees. Well, I mean, I've got Prime, so I get a lot of free delivery anyway, but I'm surprised they're able to continue to offer that with the fuel prices being what they are right now. I saw I don't know if it was a YouTube short or a TikTok or somebody shared it with me. Was this trucker was filling up his semi truck with diesel, and it was like $1,200 or something to fill his truck up, and he was basically saying to everybody, you got to understand all the stuff that you buy, everything you have, your grocery store, it all depends on shipping, all of it. When you walk in the store and all that bread and eggs and milk are there, that all had to be delivered by those trucks, like what he was driving. And he said, so long as the gas prices keep flying up like this, well, then the shipping prices are also going to rise because, we have to use the fuel to do the deliveries, and that's going to be reflected in your price. And, he says, at what point is enough going to be enough? Do you really want to see a loaf of bread cost $12 or a dozen eggs cost $15? I mean, I know I don't want to see that. I am worried about that a little bit. So hopefully it doesn't go too much more out of control that way. But it is something that is, worrying when you look at it. See, that's why I need to become a YouTube millionaire, and then the prices won't matter to me. Oh, wouldn't that be nice though? Not to be a YouTube millionaire, but just to be possessing the kind of wealth where these kinds of things are not a concern at all anyways. Unfortunately, that's not me, YouTube or otherwise. Not that I'm poor, but I do have to concern myself with the cost of living. That is, there's no way around that.
Okay, you made
Hey, we ranked up.
We finally got currency to run through the tills at this place. All anyone drinks nowadays is bottled fucking water. The profits minus the laundering fee will be in your account soon.
Okay, thank you, Tony. So, okay, we ranked up. We got our, it's kind of funny. So, like, some of my categories in my nightclub, the products that we're delivering, some of them were maxed out before I did this sale. Now, I never got a notice from Tony. Like, look at the text that was up there. Hey, look, your cargo and shipments capacity is maxed out. Okay, I feel like that should have come before we did the sale, not after. So let me call for my oppressor. And excuse me, a big sneeze coming. Anyways, I feel like that warning from him should have come before the sale, not after it. Actually, I don't know why I called for my oppressor. I'm going to deposit the cash here from the safes. And I'm actually going to start with the Cayo preps. Hey, look at this. We're at 129.5 million. We're almost hitting 130 million, man. Wow. Wow, we are rocketing up. But anyway, I'm going to start setting up for Cayo again. So I'm just going to jump session into my Kasaka. So I can go ahead and start doing that. Rather than call for my oppressor, call for my Kasaka, fly out to wherever the Kasaka spawns, try to get, you know what I mean? Just quicker to jump sessions, in my opinion. It's more convenient. And as I said when we were talking about Amazon, I do like the convenience. So more, let's get through this faster loading screen for expanded and enhanced. And Come on. Come on, Rockstar. You can do it. You can do it. I'm a little parched. Should have gone and got myself a monster before I started this. I don't really want to break, though, because like I said, this is a shorter stream because I have to work tonight. You know, it's only 6:46, and like I said, I have until 8. You know, I like to do a payphone hit and a couple security contracts before I end the stream, but it's not required. We might. You know, I'm going to focus. We might be able to knock out a whole Cayo. If we could, that would be awesome. Yeah, well, let's give it a try and see. I mean, well, what's the worst going to happen? I need to do all the prep work anyway, so let's just do all the prep work. And if, yeah, of course, Polito. Let's do the prep work, and if at the end of the prep work we still have a fair amount of time left before I have to stop, then we'll do the Cayo too. We'll do the heist. Let's get out there, though. Oops, and I hit the wrong button. My bad. My bad. How do I get out of here? Okay, like this. I want to fast travel. I don't want to drive the thing. Boy, that would take forever. Have you ever tried driving the Kasaka? It's funny. The game keeps popping up a little thing to tell you, hey, this is a drivable submarine. I'm like, yeah, have you ever tried to drive it? It's freaking horrible, man. It's so slow. So, okay, we're at Polito. And actually, I'm going to go to a smaller radar setting because we need to be able to see the enemy vision cones when we're out on Cayo itself. Also, after Friday's debacle of the Cayo glitch, where it didn't take me to Cayo when I flew the Velm all the way across the map, I have resumed putting the landing gear down. I had stopped doing it for Expanded Enhanced because it seemed like it was fixed, but I don't know, and it is a different glitch. Like I say, it's not the same thing. The old glitch was you would fly into the yellow circle that takes you to Cayo, and the circle would disappear. You'd hear the sound, but then it would leave you in free mode, continuing to fly the Velum, and it wouldn't take you to Cayo. That was the old glitch, and the workaround was to put your landing gear down before you flew into the circle. Now, this new glitch that I've been encountering the last week or so is you fly into the circle, and it does take you out of free mode, and it takes you to the loading screen, you know, the black screen with the little swirling thing down in the corner. But then it never takes you to Cayo from there. Which way are these guys facing? Yeah, okay, I want to go to the other side, actually. I approached from the wrong side here. Hold on, let me turn around. And, oh my gosh, I had my targeting perfect, but as always with the Sparrow, it just, you cannot keep. Now, I hope that doesn't hit the plane. I don't think it will, but it didn't seem to get those guys very well either. Oh, well, maybe it did. Oh, Lord. Oh, we hit that plane hard, didn't we? Is that thing rolling into the water? No, stop. Wow, okay, so I didn't manage to kill these guys, but I managed to make that plane roll about 100 feet forward. This guy's just like, this guy is clearly in his own world. Look at this guy standing here. Anyway. Wow. All right, well, yikes. That's, yeah, I wonder if I'm going to regret leaving that helicopter there. I mean, I can always take off in the other direction. Wow, I hit this thing hard, man. I sent it flying. Okay. All right, I guess what we'll do is we'll back up a little bit, and then we'll turn left and go forward. Wow, man. Wow. Well, I hope this plane will... I have in the past, I have destroyed this plane, and you basically just have to start the mission over. I must have really tagged it with that missile. It doesn't look broken or anything, though. Well, you know what? It's got char marks on the wing, doesn't it? Yes. Yeah, it kind of does. I need to level out here. So anyway, that glitch that I've been seeing the last week or so, man, that left wing is messed up. All right. So it takes you to the loading screen for Cayo, but then it never takes you to Cayo itself. It takes you out of free mode. And once you're stuck in that loading screen, you can't pull up the menus. You can't do anything. It's just a black screen with this little swirly thing in the corner. And that's it. You literally have to exit the game, hard exit the game, and restart the game in order to get back in. So it started doing that last week. I've seen it twice now, both times on stream, by the way. I think it happened either on my Monday stream last week or my Wednesday stream was the first time. And then it happened on Friday, during Friday's stream when we were doing Cayo. So I don't know. Since the symptoms of the glitch are different, I don't know that it's really the same glitch that we had before. And so, like I said, with that previous glitch, you could fix it by putting the landing gear down before flying into the circle. I don't know whether that will fix this one. But what I'm going to do for now is when I get close to the yellow circle, I'm going to put the landing gear down just to try to be safe. And if the glitch still happens with the landing gear down, well, then I'll know that I don't even need to bother doing that. That's not the issue, that won't fix it. So, but if it does fix it, well, then good. Then we don't have to worry. We can keep on doing Cayo and not have to worry about it. We'll see. We'll see. Unfortunately, this vellum is like a slow motion plane, so it's going to take a little while to get there. Oh, it's a foggy day in Los Santos. I need to do some more city-centric activities. Actually, you know what? I've been neglecting my auto shop lately. I really enjoy doing, and I think I'm in the minority on this. I don't hear many people say, "Oh gosh, I love the auto repairs out of the shop." I do. I think it's fun. I think it's relaxing. I like doing that. I like hunting down the exotic exports. I definitely want to do that sometime. It might be a fun stream. An exotic export hunt, but not in a solo session, in a session with other players. And can I get them back to the docks before they blow me up in the car? It can be pretty challenging to try to do those when people are messing with you. That might be kind of fun, actually. That might be fun for a different stream. It would be a non-grinding stream, obviously, because as much as I enjoy the exotic export content and stuff, I wouldn't claim that it makes a lot of money. It does not. It is not anywhere near as efficient as like running Cayo and doing your passive stuff like the bunker and the nightclub. So I put the landing gear down. Okay, here's the loading screen, this dark screen we're at. This is where you get stuck if the glitch happens. Now, I definitely had my landing gear down, so and it didn't glitch. Okay. But unfortunately, that doesn't really, answer it, because I get through it plenty of times with the landing gear up. So I just know that the 2 times that it did glitch, the landing gear was up. It was not down. So moving forward, given the fact that it fixed the old glitch, I'm going to try keeping it down and just see. Rockstar. Can't you just code stuff to work, On a brighter note, literally, at least we have bright daylight on Cayo. I don't like trying to ride this motorcycle at night on Cayo because I hit every single bush that can knock you off. And let's head up here. I was watching Yorick stream. He's in here sometimes. He has to work, though, during the week, so he's not able to join us on these streams usually. But I was watching his stream the other night. And actually, I guess it was last night, actually. God, it seems like it was so long ago. Anyways, there was a shed where there's secondary targets that I wasn't aware of. It's like out by the farms and stuff. I didn't even know that was there. And he says it almost always has coke for him. Now, since then, I came really close to that camera. Now, since then, like yesterday and stuff, when I was doing my own stuff later, I went and checked that table a couple times. One time it had cash, and the other time it had nothing. So I don't think that table is guaranteed to always have cocoa. We don't say the C word on this stream. We say brownie mix for this stuff. And let's get this picture. At least the guard's not on the road, so I don't have to rush here. So Yeah, the W word, we say brownie mix. And for this stuff, we say cocoa. So we got cocoa and brownie mix, and looks like cash on the other table here. Oh, no. No, it's cocoa and cocoa. Look at that. We got 2 cocos on this side. You know what, man? We don't even have to go to the other side. We will... Oh, I don't want to go this way. We will just come to this side, and that's it when we do our main heist. Because there's 2 cocos right there. There's no reason to go scout the third. So, all right. Actually, that frees up some time for us, man. This is moving along quite nicely. So let's... Okay, I gotta see the guard up in the tower up here before I go. What direction is he facing? I can't really see. I like bright daylight in Cayo, but it does make the vision cones a little hard to see. There we go. All right, so he is... All right, there we go. I got it like in a darker shadow of the bush there. A little bit easier to see. So he's kind of facing our direction, and I need him to turn. Come on, sir. Turn around, sir. Look the other. Hey, look over there, man. There he goes. Okay, he turned. Took him a moment, and we'll make the jump here. Maybe we'll go check out that table again in this run since we have the time. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I already know that it's not guaranteed to have cocoa, at least not for me. Because I've checked it twice, and once it was empty, and the other time it had cash. So, oh man, we've got a weird car that isn't normally there on the road up ahead. I hope this doesn't translate to another one coming the other direction. It did not. Okay, good. Yeah, that car isn't normally there. Huh. Well, you know what though? We moved really fast through North Dock though. We didn't go to the other side because we found all the cocoa we needed on the one side. So we're actually a little bit ahead of schedule here on this. That could be why. This. I actually learned something. I'm embarrassed. I am embarrassed to say this, but I have to be honest. All these years playing this game, I had no idea that you could tap the A button, or I guess on PlayStation it would be the X button. I had no idea that you could tap the running button to climb the ladder faster. I didn't know you could do that. I just discovered that yesterday. So I was always climbing at this speed, but it turns out you can start hitting the running button and your guy will actually climb faster. I didn't know that, and I'm embarrassed to admit it. I'm such a noob, man. I'm the eternal noob in this. I just don't learn these things. But yeah, you can actually climb the ladder faster. I didn't know that. I've been climbing at just regular, like, walking speed for 9 years. So actually I didn't start playing till 2014, so 8 years, but still sad. Egg on my face, I guess. So all right, we got to do a little maths here, and we've got it's not gonna be the 8. I think it might be. Oh no, it's gonna be it's got to be the 4 and the 1. Hey, it's gonna be straight across for all of them. Okay, yeah, there's 2 times 10. There we go. And now let's see what the main target's looking like here. Come on, we got 2 cocoa. Come on, give us pink diamond. Give us pink diamond, man. Come on. You know it's gonna be tequila, right? It's gotta be tequila. That's the way it goes. Especially if you get 2 cocoa, man. You're pretty much guaranteed to have tequila at that point. Alright. Basement. Here we go. Come on, pink diamond. Ruby necklace. Oh well. It's better than tequila, but not as good as bearer bonds and not as good as pink diamond. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go look at that table. I know it's spending a little time and we're a little bit limited on time, and maybe that'll cost us the ability to do the heist tonight, but I gotta just see this table again because it was a new table to me. I never knew that table was even there. You can actually see it really easily from here. It's right down there. It's that it's like right in the middle, right above my head. I never knew there was a table there with stuff. So what I will do is jump. And I'm just going to go check it. Actually, I don't need to go so slow. And hello, Mr. Farmer Man. Don't mind me, sir. You're doing a good job. The world thanks you. But this table here, and hey, it actually does have cocoa. How about that? If York sees this eventually, he's gonna be like, see, told you. But no, man, I'm telling you. I looked at this table and it was empty one time and there was cash another time. So it's not always cocoa, but it is admittedly cocoa this time. So anyways, let's jump back to the Kasatka. That wasn't that long of a detour. That didn't mess us up. It was just like an extra minute. So let's see if we can knock out these setup missions nice and quick once we get back to Los Santos. The first one actually plays a big role in how long it takes. If it keeps giving us Merryweather and I have to keep blowing it up, that'll delay us a couple minutes on the weapon loadout mission. We'll see that in a minute. After this faster load screen for expanded and enhanced. It never gets old. I'm never gonna let that go. I'm sorry if you release a product that is literally yet another rehash of the product you've been releasing for the last 10 years over and over again on every generation of console, and you make a statement like you've already got cojones for daring to sell the game again. Okay, you've already got cojones for that. But if you're then in the advertisement for it going to say something like faster loading screens, well then you better freaking mean it, man. And clearly the loading screens in expanded and enhanced are not any faster than they ever were. In fact, it seems like sometimes they're slower. So anyway, we will do the weapon loadout. As always, I will buy the suppressors and go with my crack shot loadout. Maybe one day to mix it up, I'll try different. And we got Merryweather. So maybe I will try a different loadout someday just for the variety. I don't think it really makes that much difference. I pretty much just use the pistol anyway. Oops, there we go. So we're going to blow up the helicopter because I refuse to do this mission. And we're going to try for the office mission is what we really want. And my favorite location on the office mission is 707 Vespucci. But I don't know, there's two other office locations too. There's Schlongberg Sachs. Oh my, what a name. Anyways, there's Schlongberg Sachs, which is my least favorite building because it's difficult to land up there. Let's see, what do we got? Hey, 707 Vespucci. We got my favorite location. But there's also the Penrith building, which is my second favorite of the location. But this is my favorite one. Why? Because it's the closest to Vespucci Beach, and it's very easy to land the Sparrow helicopter on the roof there. It's very difficult to land the Sparrow helicopter on top of Schlongberg Sachs because of the way that roof is set up. So I'll usually stop and grab my oppressor for that mission. You can land the Sparrow pretty easily on the Penrith building, the third location. But the Penrith building is also the one that's furthest away from the Kasaka, so it's the longest travel time to do. So anyways, every location, has its own pluses and minuses, I guess. All right, so let's jump in our Sparrow. And a beautiful sunset going on outside over Vespucci Beach. All right, actually the sun is set. It's actually dusky in the city now and foggy still. It was foggy earlier too when we were taking off to go to Cayo. My favorite part of Cayo Perico is all the dialogue from Pavel. It never gets old. Yes, it does. It's very, very old. Oh, hey, JKD, man. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I definitely have a lot of fun making them, man. It's just a really relaxing, chill thing for me to be able to just, well, play the game the way I like to play it and babble on while I do it. So I'm really glad you're enjoying them. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for, I saw you you subscribed as well. I got like a pop-up thing in my stream elements. I saw your name in there. So thank you very much. I appreciate it, sir. And we're gonna stealth our way through this. Always the guy on the left first, and then don't take too long to do the guy on the right, or you will set off the alarms. All right, now we're good on the stealth here. And I am doing well. How are you doing, sir? Are you having a good start to your week? You ready for the week? I know I am. I've got a big week coming. I got my kid coming back from college, which is always a big event after they've been gone for the school year. So 2506. Actually, it's right up at the top, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, and I missed it. There we go. And all right, we got this guy hacked. And grab the weapons and see Pavel will, as usual, warn us about getting caught with this, as if we didn't already know. Now, when we get up here on the roof, there's going to be helicopters coming, and the Sparrow is really weak, so I'm always a little bit worried. We'll see what happens here when we take off. Sometimes they kind of get the Sparrow smoking because they hit it enough. Not a problem. Maybe I caught you live. I am well, thanks. Glad you're doing well. Nice, sir. You playing on Xbox, or are you a PS5 guy, or PS4 or Xbox One? What platform do you play? I guess I should also say PC. A lot of PC players. I tried playing on PC, but the modders kind of got to me a little bit. I found that I couldn't deal with them so well. That game, I feel like the game is kind of broken on the PC side of things. But on console, it's not so bad. Not that there's no modders. I have encountered modders on console as well, but they're very rare. It's kind of like a fast loading screen. You don't see it very often. Oh, that joke never gets old. I'm gonna make that comment every time. I'm sorry. They had the stones to say it. Look at this loading screen. They had the stones to sell this game again and make the claim that one of the features of it was faster loading screens. So if they've got the stones to say that, man, then I'm gonna roast them on it every single time. Every single time I have to sit through one of their screens. Don't get me wrong. I love this game, and it's easily my favorite game of all time. But Rockstar recently has been doing some things that I feel are less than optimal, especially for a company their size, man. So Vespucci is the closest location, which I like, but it's also one of the harder ones to get the longfin out of. Gotcha. Play on PC, but on your own, in your own lobby. Yeah. Well, you've clearly got your own method of doing it. I will tell you, when I played on PC, what I ended up doing for myself for a solo lobby was I just put on Windows Firewall, and any and all UDP ports over 1,000, I basically said no outbound. I did not allow my my PC to send any UDP traffic ports 1001 to 65,535, and that prevented people from being able to get into a lobby with me. That worked for me. So yeah, it's I tell you, it's tough, man, playing on that platform. It really is. I will say though that the graphics were amazing, especially if you've got a pretty good card, pretty good setup. And I'm gonna need some body armor here because there we go. But yeah, at least you're doing it solo, so the modders can't mess with you, because it is crazy. What did I called for my pounder custom. I meant to call for my phantom wedge. Oh my, okay. And then it's going to be a couple minutes before they let me call another one, isn't it? Oh man, I messed that up. My bad, my bad. You know, I might just go see about grabbing one of the ones on the map instead. Well, that was a fail. I promised you fails in the description, and I have delivered. I am a man of my word. How far away are these things? Oh, they're pretty far, too. Probably was going to be about the same amount of time either way, and I think I have to fight someone to get them, too. I don't know. We'll see. How long till I can call my phantom wedge? You know what? I should probably... Yeah, those things are really far away. They're like all the way across the map. I'm just going to go back. Whoops, as I crash into everybody here. I'm just going to go back to the police station and wait out the cooldown on the vehicle call. Meanwhile, I can trash this stranger's car that I grabbed. Something to do, you know? I could terrorize the construction workers. A little bit of mayhem. Mayhem on the set. So let's get back here. Jeez, I'm hitting everything. What kind of car is this? Oh, it's a Zion. It's actually got pretty good pickup, like surprisingly good pickup. Okay, so what I meant to call for there was my phantom wedge, and for some reason I hit the pounder custom. Oh, did it let me call it? Actually, maybe it'll let. Oh, it did. Oh, there was no cooldown. Maybe there's no cooldown on the special vehicles, and I thought I set my suspended radar back on. I must not have. That must have been when I was shutting it off here. Was that a glitch when you moved your sub and it cost you 10,000? Did they sort that out? Yeah. It looks like they have fixed it. And in typical ironic fashion, they fixed it right after I learned the workaround for it. So, okay, this car is just like hugging my phantom wedge. So, okay, well, that'll be an additional obstacle as I come out of here. Yeah, so what happened with that, as you saw if you were watching my earlier streams, I'd go in my Kasatka and I'd go to move it and it would cost $10,000. And let me just preface this with what I think that was about, by the way. If you remember when you first get the Kasatka before you... Wow, that cop was, again, man, I must have like a magnetic front on this phantom wedge because cars are like sticking to it like glue. Anyways, if you remember, when you first get the Kasatka, before you finish your first heist, it cost you $10,000 to do the fast move with it, or fast travel with it, I guess is the term, and that was normal. And I'm thinking the reason it started happening is this was expanded and enhanced, and I had transferred this character in from PS4. I got lucky; it was available. And clearly I had done the Cayo Perico heist already with it, but I'm thinking that the game was confused because I'd never done it in this version of the game. And I think that's why it was seeing it as you know the $10,000 fee because I hadn't done it, whatever. But at any rate, as you saw, I would go to fast travel and it would charge $10,000. I just learned last week that you can fix this by if you sit down to fast travel and it's going to charge you $10,000, literally all you have to do is go step out of your Kasatka and then step back into it, and then when you go sit down again, now it'll be $2,000. And that was the workaround. Well, of course, the minute I learned that, they seem to have fixed it, because now all of a sudden it's never charging me $10,000 anymore. So it looks like the fast travel thing is sorted out. Yes. And yeah, it was just one of those things, you know, kind of annoying that it even happened. But you know, Rockstar, you know, amazing that they fixed it. I will say that, because usually if it's like a negative bug, they won't fix that. They will leave that in place. It's only when it's like a positive bug for you that like it somehow allows you to earn more money or something. That's when they fix it really fast. I'm sure you've noticed that over time. Just curious on your grind. What's your grind routine? Are you doing like Cayo and Bunker and Nightclub? Do you AFK grind in your security cameras and let your product build up overnight like I do, or do you just stay within your actual game time when you're playing? I feel like the AFK grind thing is really helpful in building up the product and getting me bigger, especially with Nightclub. You know, I basically have like $1 million Nightclub sale every day when I come back to the game. Let me return this to storage and call for my compressor. Boy, I really lucked out with that Pounder custom thing. I was sure there was going to be a cooldown before it would let me call my my Phantom Wedge after that, but turned out there was no cooldown. I guess the special vehicles are not restricted that way. Phantom Wedge can actually be a lot of fun in free mode too. If you do play ever in a lobby with other people, you can send them flying. Although it's not, you know what? It's not as fun as the ramp buggy. The ramp buggy kind of made the Phantom Wedge obsolete for that kind of fun. When I do play in a lobby with other people, if I see a ramp buggy, I'm always going for it. I wanna get some serious air off of it with whatever car I'm in. So we've got 2 of the 5 knocked out. We've got to go get the plasma cutter next. And I could probably, honestly, pull my... Go away, Martin. I could probably pull my Kasaka up closer to the beach, but I don't know. I never bother with that. Oh. Yeah, I do Cayo, everything else, do the AFK grind. I've got 350 million. Holy crap, dude. Well, you are well ahead of me, sir. I'm just getting up near 130 million. If I'm able to finish these preps quickly enough here tonight, I might be able to do a second Cayo, and that'll put me over the 130 million mark. Which is nice since I was just hitting 115 on Friday. Yeah, Cayo was a game changer for grinders. It really was. They clearly, it was them finally tipping their hat to the solo grinders. They finally made a way for people to earn money solo at a decent clip. I mean, given the ridiculous price of everything in the game, it was really kind of late coming, to be honest. Before Cayo, it was the AFK grind of the Nightclub that was my friend. And my original PS4 character that I played on, he had about $265 million at his height. I want to say once this guy goes past 135, he'll be the second richest character I ever had after that one on PS4. But I'm not going to rest this one until I'm at $1 billion. I know the professional did it years ago, and he did it at a time when he didn't have Cayo either, which makes it more impressive. But you know what? It was a milestone I always wanted to hit. So I figure, you know what? Let's do it. And send this to Pavel and get back out of here. And hopefully it's not Del Perro. Get out here. Give me Rockford Hills. So out of the 3 locations for this, I really prefer either of the Rockford Hills locations. The Del Perro one is a little bit of a pain in the butt. So of course that's the one that I get the most usually. Nice. We've got the one by the golf course, which is actually of the 2 Rockford Hills. I mean, they're both really easy, but of the 2 Rockford Hills locations, I think of this one as being the easier one. Man, 350 million. Why does everyone have more money than me? You got Yorick with 500 million, in level 2000 no less, and oh well, takes time, man, takes time. We got this, and now we can get out of here if I don't run into trees. Wow, that's what would like to at Rockstar to add next is a DLC. I have to think about that. They have so much stuff they can do. I mean, there's so much room in the map. I guess I'd really like to see some construction completion, like the buildings that have been under construction forever. Unfortunately, there's a lot of missions tied to those construction buildings, so it's kind of I feel like maybe it would be too much trouble to do that, because then they'd have to recode all those missions. Or it's just a thought. Here's a workaround for it. If they finished some of the buildings, then the missions that depended on those buildings being in a construction state, they could instance those missions into the map where it's not completed yet and do it there, and then they wouldn't have to adjust those missions. But I think it would be better if they just adjusted the missions and didn't have it. But that would be one thing I would like to see, and maybe some kind of a big job around the Mile High Club, since that's the biggest building being completed right there. I think that would be fun. And then the obvious answer, of course, is I would love to see a Union Depository heist added in, kind of like the story mode one that you can do. That would be a lot of fun, and it should be a really well-paying one also. I guess they don't have enough heists. I feel like they could do some more. They could do a few more. There's some other big targets around this city that they could implement into a heist. And then the other thing I could see them doing is something with the gangs in the ghetto area. So like they did the biker MC, and that's cool. You can do it's kind of a nod to the Lost and all that. But I feel like they should do some kind of DLC that's more involved with like Davis Gang and the Vagos and the Ballas and stuff. Something more involved with them. I know they had contact missions, and I know the agency, the stuff with Dre's phone also had stuff that involved them. But I just feel like there's more there. There's more story there if they want it, if they want to do it. I don't know. What do you think? What would you like to see? Like, what do you imagine would be a new good DLC? Oh, and I'm sorry, I left something out. They brought Trevor into the game. They brought Franklin and Lamar into the game, and several other minor characters. Michael is the only character they have not brought into the online game. I wouldn't mind seeing a DLC that introduces Michael back in also, and maybe you do some jobs for him too. That would be something else that they could put in. That would make it a lot of fun. But again, I would ask you, what do you think? Do you have any ideas, like DLC that would be fun to do? Something that pays well, hopefully, especially for solo grinders like us. So that we can do something a little different every now and then. Much as I love Cayo, the one thing I don't care for about Cayo is just the fact that it's so much better than everything else that it's kind of the only choice if you want to maximize your time. And so you end up running it over and over and over again. Now, I know that's grinding anyway. You are going to run things over and over again. You're always going to run the same things over and over again. But if we had like 3 or 4 different options that all paid kind of about the same and were, significantly different from each other, but took roughly the same amount of time, like you know what I'm saying? It was roughly the same value for your time, but was significantly different in gameplay. I feel like that would make the grind a little a little more fun, a little more varied. You know, you don't just cycle the exact same thing over and over again right after the other. You know, you have a little variation there. So this is the good location for these, and I accidentally passed it. These cameras are broken. You can run right through these and they will not see you. Actually, you do got to go quickly though. If you stand there outside before going in, they will see you. But yeah, so I ran right through those. I didn't take them out. When I come back out, they're just going to be still sitting there chirping, and they're not going to have an ADM there, and no security guards are going to come. Those are the broken cameras. All right, let's get out of here. And it looks like my guy is like running in water in here. It's like they slow him down in certain locations. That's one of them. You're like running slow. I wish you could just run at normal speed. So, yep, cameras are still active. They never saw me, and no security coming, even though I didn't destroy them. Those cameras on the pier are broken. And they have been for quite a while. There was a time when they worked, but no more. It kind of doesn't make any difference, because even when they worked, you could park your oppressor right outside the door, and even if you came back out and the security people were approaching, you just jump on your oppressor and go. They couldn't do anything about it, especially since you're heading out into the water anyways. So even when they worked, it was kind of a moot point. So it didn't really change the way I do the job. And let's see. We got to do the cutting torch, and we are actually ready. Let's see. I would like a Navy DLC to use the Seymour, but I don't know how good work is DLC. Piracy. Someone's importing. Somebody is importing something very valuable, and the ship has not reached the docks yet. But you have to put together a team, and you have to run a heist on the ship and make a water escape or something like that. I would say, yeah, Navy DLC is not bad. Not a bad idea either. They could do more with the water. They've got plenty of water in the game, don't they? It's like the majority of the map. Oops, I gotta go higher here. Yeah, I like that. I think piracy would be the answer for how it could be a DLC, though. And then, of course, they would introduce a bunch of new cool ships. I feel like boat racing has never been explored enough in this either. I mean, they've explored the heck out of car racing. They've got the most ridiculous car races I've ever seen. They could do some stuff with boats, too. Weaponized boats in a race, that sort of thing. Neat stuff. You could like run through like tubes in the water and stuff. There's a lot they could do. There's actually, that's the thing, that this world is so complete. There's like a million things you could do in it that they just haven't done. Okay, where is this guy? Oh, there he is. Okay. I'm like looking for this guy. Oh, he really took cover well there. All right, got him. Okay. But yeah, no. Oh, and it's right here. Let's get this and get out of here. Hey, we're ready for another Cayo, man, and I've still got a half hour to spare. That's nice. Oh, this worked out well. You got me thinking about water now, like things you could do. A submarine. Well, I mean, I guess they have some stuff like during the Doomsday heist. I know you go plant stuff on a submarine or something. But maybe a kind of like, you know, the Cayo prep mission where you have to go get the sonar scrambler off of the Merryweather sub. Maybe another kind of submarine heist where there's something maybe valuable on it. Some kind of weapon or something. You could. I agree with you about the Mile High Club. It'd be cool to be able to use that building. Yes, it would. And that's really it. Like one, I want to see the map change a little bit. I want to see, you know, that this static map is getting a little bit long on the tooth. So it would be cool to have the building done, and then have it be like a property that you could get like a new high-end apartment or something like that. I don't know that they need to expand the number of properties you own, because I think most of us have more properties than we need anyways. So they don't need to expand that. You'll give one up to have the Mile High Club instead. I don't know. It sounds good, but I know there are so many missions that are dependent upon, like that's what makes it problematic. Is they wrote so much content that relies on it being a building under construction. I'm not sure how you address all that, and then the last thing I want them to do is to go change old missions and introduce all kinds of bugs into them. That's the other thing too. Like, I want that Mile High Club, but I don't want to break every mission that ever, that it was ever involved in either. Like the one I just did. I'd hate to see that be broken because of it. So I guess you have to temper that stuff. But the Navy stuff, because I like when, like in free mode activities, there's the aircraft carrier you can go steal product from. But I picture just like a big shipping barge coming in from the ocean that hasn't reached docks yet. And we get word that it's got some very valuable cargo on it. I don't know, diamonds or something, or gold, and we can go take that and fence it. I think that would be kind of a fun, like a high seas piracy DLC. Oh, you know what? I need my expanded radar off. There we go. Oh man, that guy's already there. I'm gonna miss him, and I'm gonna have to wait for him to come back, I bet. Got him. Woo! I don't do well with moving targets. Never understood why Michael is never... Yeah, I don't either. He seems like an obvious character to bring in. That's brownie mix. What am I doing? I want the cocoa. I've never understood why Michael has not been brought into online. It would be cool to do. Yes, it would. I feel like they didn't even really do enough with Trevor either. Like, I mean, there's a few contact missions and stuff, but I feel like he could have been more involved in especially, you know what? I'll tell you what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that the agency is kind of opening the door to a little more involvement with Trevor and Michael, because let's face it, Franklin, came up with Michael and Trevor. That's what made it possible for him to become what he is now in the story. So I feel like there could be some agency stuff coming that could involve those guys, his friends. I don't know. But it would be cool. Imagine a heist. Imagine doing a heist with Michael, Trevor, and Franklin coming along with you, like, as NPC assistants on it. Like, that would be kind of fun too, man. It would. There's no reason not to include them. They are the main characters of this version of the game anyway, so they may as well be involved in the online version too. I don't know. I guess that's the thing about an open world game, isn't it? There's like a million different possibilities. There's a million different stories they could write. But instead, they create GTA Plus and remaster their old game versions instead. That's what they spend their time on. I don't mean to be bitter about Rockstar, but I just feel like they have so much potential to do so much more. Oh well. I do like this game though. So we've got full loot bag. Unfortunately, the target is only the The target is only the necklace, the ruby necklace. The piracy idea you had could include Michael. Yeah, actually. So you say the piracy could include Michael. How about this? How about what's coming on the ship is like, I don't know, something silly, like something you and I would think was silly, but like some really exclusive, expensive, fancy fashion clothing or something, and like Amanda wants it. And so Michael's hiring you to get it off the boat for Amanda, and Michael's going to pay top dollar because he's a billionaire now himself. Like you could twist it that way. I guess you could just as easily say Tracy wants it, since it would be something girly. But I don't know. That's that would be another option, and that would be how you could involve Michael with it. You're actually doing something silly. GTA Plus is a waste of money, not worth it at all. Oh yes, it is. It is absolutely I'm not saying that right. It is absolutely a waste of money. Yes, you are right. I agree. I know some people like it. In obviously, it's a subjective thing. I'm not going to knock people who buy it, because if it's worth it to them and they've got the money for it, well, then good for them. But I don't feel like it's worth it. And like I've said in my other streams, if they want to charge a subscription fee, I feel like they should at least provide a subscription service. Meaning, if you're a PC player, how about this? They host the servers instead of other players. How'd you like it if modders couldn't mod anymore because they can't bring assets into the game that don't belong because it's not being hosted on your machine or, you know, your other players' machines? It's being hosted on Rockstar servers, so they have complete control of it. Imagine that. Like what a fix that would be to the game for the PC platform. Imagine being able to have a couple hundred people in the map with you. And there's actually, you know, I don't know that this map can support a couple hundred, but you know what I mean. More than 30, whatever the sweet spot is that this map can comfortably support and not get too overcrowded. Imagine that. There's like so many possibilities if they would host the game sessions on their own servers instead of making us peer-to-peer it the way they do. It would fix so many problems, and it would expand the possibilities. And then if they did that, I would be willing to pay probably a monthly service at that point, because then it's much more like an MMO, you know, like a WoW or an EVE Online or something, and it's just worth it then. But what they're offering, no, absolutely not. Let's face it. I'm about to do a Cayo Perico. I'm going to make 3 times their monthly stipend that they're going to give people who are paying real world cash. And I'm sorry, I just don't care about early access to cars and stuff. It's just not for me. Again, this is not to knock anyone to whom it is worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just not worth it to me. And it sounds like it's not worth it to you either. 2, 3. Hold on, I got it. Focus. 2, 3, 4. I can't talk and do the fingerprints at the same time. All right, there we go. We're done. But yeah. I would like to see them host the game sessions on their servers and eliminate the stupid mod menus and cheating, and and just make the game better overall. Make it a true multiplayer game. I'll say it again. I think it's the best quote about it. If you want to charge a subscription fee, you have to provide a subscription level service. And I don't see them doing that. So we got to do this 4 times. Try not to burn my fingers. All right, this should be it. I would pay the monthly for sure if they did that. Yes, I would too. I would absolutely. If they would make that change, host the game servers, and then start implementing all the benefits that could come with that, I would absolutely pay. I'd even go back to the PC platform at that point, probably, because it'll always be able to be, better than a console because it's not restricted hardware wise as much. But unfortunately, we live in the world with the real Rockstar who doesn't do things like that. They just don't see it that way. It is unfortunate. It truly is. But man, what this game could be. I always thought, like, and it's funny, we're talking about it now because of this GTA Plus thing, but this is not a new thought to me. Like, years ago, I thought to myself, man, this could be a decent MMO if they would just, host the game. And as a matter of fact, here's the funny thing, too. If they hosted, here's a thought. If they hosted it on their servers, and now the players are 100% just clients, that's all you need is a client software. You could truly have cross-platform then because, it wouldn't really matter what your client machine is. You're just a client connecting to their game world. Everything is hosted. All the assets are hosted on the server side. At that point, it wouldn't matter if you connected with a PC, with an Xbox, with a PlayStation. It really wouldn't matter because it would all be the same across all at that point. Anyways, I don't know. It seems like it's such an obvious move, but for whatever reason, they're not doing it. They're not interested. Instead, they want to remaster titles from 20 years ago, like really, really bad remasters, and sell those. And they want to remaster this again. And I don't know if you heard what I was saying earlier. I don't know if you were in yet, but the fact that last month they made their big announcement and they said they're working on the next installment of the GTA series. You'll notice they didn't name GTA 6. They didn't say that. And now we're all assuming it. It seems like the most logical. But what if the next installment in this series is just a remaster of the GTA 4 trilogy? If it's GTA 4, Lost in the Damned, and Ballad of Gay Tony remastered for the PS5 and Xbox Series X, I think if they do that, the sad thing is, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that they mean GTA 6 when they say they're working on the next installment. I'm pretty sure that's what they mean. But the sad thing is that at this point, if they came out and made that announcement that what they were talking about was another remaster, like of the GTA 4 trilogy, sadly, it wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me. That's the sad part. That's where we're at with these guys at this point. They've just done so much to sour the community on them. You know what I mean? And it's sad because this is such a great game, and this is my favorite game of all time. I wish they would treat it better. This is going to be a weird reference, but it's kind of like the WWE. WWE gets in these amazing talents, these amazing wrestlers who could be these huge personalities. They could be so entertaining, and then they just absolutely misuse them. They don't use them the right way in the ring. They crush them in dumb storylines. It's kind of like that. Like these guys have this great game, and yet they just don't do with it what they could. One thing Rockstar need to learn to listen to the consumer who play the game, but they don't. They're only bothered by it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You really said a mouthful at the end. They don't communicate at all. That's really the worst part, isn't it? Like, not only do they make these horrible decisions, but it's like we don't exist. It's like the players do not exist at all to them. It's the damnedest thing. And I've seen people do like open tickets with their tech support and like very specifically name like what the problem is, what they're trying to do. And the canned responses from Rockstar support comes back, and it's so obvious that like clearly they did not read the ticket request. They didn't read what was being, reported at all, because the response from Rockstar literally has nothing to do whatsoever with what was being reported. It's like they're not even having the same conversation. So yeah, their communication is the worst. I used to think that EA Sports was the worst. EA Sports, Well, yeah, it is. It is. It's EA Sports, isn't it? Whatever. How about just Electronic Arts in general? I used to think that EA was the worst of the gaming companies. But at this point, man, I feel like Rockstar has taken the throne on that, man. And we are persona non grata to those guys. So I'm going to finish up this. I did finish that Cayo. I'm going to finish this up with a security mission, a payphone hit, and then maybe another security mission. And then that'll be about it. At that point, the cooldown for Cayo should be done again. We got recover valuables, which is my favorite. Hopefully it's tequila la. Exit the agency. I think we're at like 111 security missions now. I'm trying to get those up to 200. Man, Rockstar and communication. That's a hot button topic, man. They are notorious for acting like we don't exist at all. Terrible. Oh, so let's go through another expanded and enhanced cutscene. Actually, that one was pretty quick. It wasn't really a loading screen, though, was it?
Okay.
Where are we going? Vanilla Unicorn. All right. I prefer Tequila La, but really both locations are pretty easy. I was trying to do this one, the Vanilla Unicorn mission. I was trying to do this with the Stone Hatchet, and I can get so far in, but then I start tripping over everything in the bar that I can't see and getting stuck, and I can't like maintain the invulnerable flag. At this point, I'll tell you what, I don't think that Rockstar is ever going to learn to communicate either. I think that's just who they are, man. They just don't, and they're not going to. And that's sad, but I think it's true. And obviously I don't know them. I've never spoken to them, but it kind of gives you the sense of like, you know, the old phrase, too big for their britches. Like this game was so successful that they've become arrogant. Like they don't feel like they need to, talk to us anymore. That we're just, you know, we'll play whatever they put out. They feel like. And unfortunately, it seems like they're kind of right. Because here I am playing it still. Not that all content's been bad. I really do actually like the agency. As a matter of fact, I'll probably incorporate the Dre heist maybe this Friday if I stream this Friday. Oh, come on, this guy. Poke your head up, dude. Ah. Come on, come on. Oh, man, he's so fast. He's not. Got him. All right, there we go. Now this guy. And I've got to reference Yorick here because Yorick blasts through this thing. Yorick would already be in the back and getting into the safe. I'm like so careful and so meticulous with this. So I'm going to... This guy is back here. This guy hides behind the door and annoys me. So what I've started doing is just throwing a sticky bomb in there and taking him out. There you go. That's for you, sir. And now this guy has run back to the corner. Oh, hello. He kind of moved. I wasn't ready for it. Oh, my. Okay, this guy is like right here. Okay, I'm going to have to... Boy, they really flop around, don't they? Okay, there we go. All right, let's get the safe code, and then I'll get out of here. Rockstar is not the same from years ago. They haven't got a good team now. They lost quite a few people that were good for the company. I bang my head against the wall. LOL. Yes, I agree. And that's another thing that I've said. Like, I don't believe that Rockstar today is the Rockstar from 10 years ago. this game that we're playing, I don't think that they could create this game today. I don't think they have the ability. This guy gonna get back up or what? Yeah, he is, but I'm not gonna be able to hit him. This guy is staying behind the walls. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... I'm about to die here. And I'm going to grab snacks. And body armor. Wow, you really got the drop on me there. Man, I can't seem to like get a beat on him and stay on him. Did I actually manage to kill him? Yeah, I guess I did. But no. Okay, sorry about that. So, yeah, you're right. They are just not the same people now, man. And like I said before, the team that, you know, that created this game that is so great and so awesome that they're still milking it 10 years later, you know, that team is long gone. And whatever talent they have today, man, I feel like they could never, the talent they have today would never have been able to create this game at the level of, you know, excellence that it is. They just wouldn't be able to do it. They don't have that talent, man. And that's what scares me, by the way, for GTA 6. You know, we're all looking so forward to GTA 6. And I've just got this horrible, horrible feeling, man. After all these years of anticipation, it's going to come out, and it's going to be absolutely horrible. I mean, it's going to be like one big Cayo Perico. I like Cayo Perico because of the money. But let's be honest. Would you really call it challenging good gameplay exactly? I mean, come on. The guards are deaf and dumb. You can take selfies in front of the guards with them, and they won't aggro on you. They won't alert. I mean, we like it because it gave us good money making. That's what makes it good for us. But if I had to just judge Cayo like on the playability of it, like, is it challenging? Is it fun? No, it's not. It's an easy mode mess, and it's unbelievably bad, like the guards and stuff. I don't want them to change it because I like the money. I'll admit that I'm being hypocritical there. I'm criticizing the gameplay while loving the fact that it is that easy, so that I can get the money easy. But the fact of the matter is if that's any indication of the level of development that they're at, the level they're at for being able to develop gameplay, that doesn't bode very well for GTA 6, does it? The only thing I will say, there is a caveat to all of that, which is this. Red Dead Redemption 2. Not the online. Red Dead Online is horrible. It's a hot mess of garbage. But Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode is a fantastic, fantastic game. And it's only 4 years ago, not even 4 years ago yet, that came out. That only came out 3.5 years ago. The reason I say that's a caveat is if they have a team that could make that, well, then maybe they still have a team that can make GTA. Maybe they just got them sequestered off doing GTA 6 development, and that's why we don't see or hear anything about it. Maybe they've literally been so quiet, but they still have a team. You know, they still have a team that's able to build like they did with Red Dead Redemption 2. So that's the one caveat that gives me hope, makes me think maybe all is not lost. Maybe GTA 6 is coming, and maybe it is going to be incredible. Maybe they are going to take it up to another level, even beyond this. Maybe. I guess just, you know, knock on wood, you know? So, okay. It's gonna be the gas station payphone hit here. I gotta pick up the guy in a taxi, take him to a gas station, and blow him up. But yeah, I feel you about them not being a good team today. I know what you're saying, and I've thought the same thing. But we shall see. When do you think? So let's say, let's play advocate here for Rockstar, and let's say that the new title they're making, the next entry in the series, as they call it, so nicely and ambiguously, as is true to Rockstar fashion. Oops, hold on. I need my expanded radar. The little radar bugs me. If I don't need to see enemy vision cones, then I don't need little radar. Anyways, so let's play Rockstar Advocate here. Let's say that they are, in fact, developing GTA 6. And let's even go on and say it's going to be something far above what we've got today in GTA 5. So here's the next question. When does it come out? When will it release? When do you think? I honestly, I don't think we will see it anytime before 2024. And if I'm being really honest, I think it could be as far out as 2025 and maybe even 2026. Who knows? 2025 kind of feels like what it'll be, because that'll be maybe like kind of the middle of this game generation, of this console generation. I don't know, but I don't see it happening anytime. I don't see it happening this year, and I don't see it happening in 2023. I'll say that. No way. I think 2024 at the earliest, and late 2024 at that. Not like January or anything like that. Actually, this is a really good location for this, because there's a gas station literally right here. I can just pull right up. Drive carefully, he tells me. Yes, sir. I will carefully drive up to the gas station and blow you up. Whatever. Oh, good. I'm glad you feel that way about it. Whatever, he says. I agree, sir. Whatever. I call for my oppressor. And there we go. Easy money. 2025. Yeah, I feel you. I think that's a very real possibility. I agree. I feel like 2025 is kind of like probably the most likely. Oh, I actually got a wanted level off of that, because I think the explosion ended up taking out an NPC card too. All right. Well, I think I was going to do another security mission, but I'm actually coming up on 8 o'clock, and I do need to get ready for work. So, there is a... Tell you what, there's an exotic export car here. And I can't resist those. I don't know why these are so fun to me, but they are. I like to just hunt for them sometimes. They're not big money. Definitely not big money. But I will return an exotic export car, and then I will jump to my Kasaka and buy the next Cayo. And this is me giving into addiction. What can I say? I'm a sucker for exotic exports. Oh, I still have a wanted level. I didn't even know that. From the gas station when I blew up those... Oh, man. Okay. Well, I shouldn't have any trouble losing cops in a supercar anyways. This guy, man. All right. Yeah, we're still wanted. Man, I completely forgot about the fact that I had a wanted level. These cops, man. Give it up, cop. You're not going to catch me. I could just duck it. I could just duck down in the sewer here. But, I feel like that's too cheap. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to lose him the old school way on the street. And now I'm up to 2 stars. Whoa, this guy, man. Come on. NPCs and their crap with that. That's the other thing. Why did they do that with the NPC drivers? Like, if you go back to when the game started on, like, PS3 and Xbox 360, if you remember, not that you never had accidents with the NPCs, but they didn't blatantly turn into you the way they do nowadays. Like, that's a newer thing that just started happening. I want to say the first time I started seeing it happen was after the CEO vehicle export business. Like when you'd go to sell them, and for the first time you're really caring about not getting damage to the cars. That was like when they first made the first big introduction of like NPCs suddenly swerving at you for no reason on the road. But then in recent years, I feel like they've like amped it up. They've increased the frequency with which they do it, and really made it like almost undrivable out in the main roads here. All right, come on with it. I'm about to call Lester if these guys are not gonna just give up on it. There it goes. Okay. But I feel like they really did that. They really, geez, Merriweather. I feel like they really turned up the NPC BS, the AI cars crashing into you. So there we go. And I don't know why I enjoy that so much, delivering these cars, but I do. It's just fun to me. I like flying around and hunting them down, but it is more fun to do it in a lobby with other people, because then you have a little bit more of a challenge. I'm going to deposit my cash. And I'm going to jump sessions. We're up to 131 million, so not bad, man. We made some progress again tonight. Find new session. Great to chat with you. Really enjoyed it. Hope work goes well. I'm going to bed. It's 1 a.m. in England. Ah, you're in UK. All right, sir. Well, thank you very much for joining the stream. I appreciate it. And again, thank you very much for subscribing. Yeah, it was fun chatting with you. Good, always good to hear from another grinder, man. And I'm streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights is the plan. And come by anytime. Always welcome. We're starting to get some really cool people around. I think this is going to turn into a pretty good community. At least I hope so. But I'm just going to jump back into my Kasaka and purchase my Cayo, and then go back into my AFK grind in my security cams in the Kasaka. That's once we get past this expanded and enhanced faster loading screen. I'm not going to stop talking about it. I'm going to keep pointing it out because they had the stones to advertise it. Faster loading times. Right. All right, here we go. I wish they would let you buy the next Cayo heist from your phone, and didn't like force you to come up here to do it. There we go. And we got hard mode, right? I mean, I don't think that would have expired yet. No. Okay, yeah. I mean, all we did was a security mission and a payphone hit. Oh, okay. I'm like getting lost in my submarine all of a sudden. Normally I know my way through it pretty easy. I think we're up to like 112 security missions, so we're closing in on that 200 pretty quickly also. Max out the safe in the agency. And I guess I will retire from my CEO and go into the cameras. Alrighty, and switch camera view here. All right, guys. Well, we are up over 130 million now at 131 million. So the $1 billion grind is moving along pretty good. We've got 2 Cayos done tonight. Hopefully we'll do that again on Wednesday night. And if we can get the time. Normally we don't always have time to get 2 of them done in a single. I guess it depends on the way things go when we're doing them. But definitely good to be able to knock that stuff out and make that kind of progress that quickly. Think about it. We started this just over a month ago. We were at like 25 million and we're up to like 131 million. So that's like over 100 million in a month. I think it's going to get faster as we go on, though, as we get more into the groove with it anyways. And there was also a couple weeks there where I had all the stuff going on when I wasn't streaming. So it wasn't truly like we were grinding every day for the whole month either. So I think this is going to go quicker than I thought it was. But at any rate, I am having a blast with it. I really hope you guys are too. I hope you're enjoying it. If you have any suggestions or anything you want to see me do in the stream, of course, always feel free to speak up. The point of it is to try to keep it pretty low key and pretty chill. Just people who like to grind and relax. Video games are relaxing. That's why I'm playing this nice, soothing, chill music while I commit horrific acts of violence in front of everybody in the game. But anyways, I hope you're enjoying it. I definitely am. I'm having a good time. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and have a great game.